Hi-ho, everybody. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Cirque Show 24/7, and we're about to get into episode 3 of Terra entitled "What Remains." So let's get into it. All right. So this episode, it starts off. You got Taylor. Taylor wants to go investigate this situation. There's a situation down at a facility outside of Terra and these people, they're not answering the radio call. They're not answering the radio call, and it's a little suspicious. So Taylor wants to go investigate and see why people ain't answering when he calls them. He ends up taking Elisabeth with him. Jim stays to watch the kids. So Taylor and Elisabeth, they end up going to the facility. You got Jim going and taking care of his kids. Jim ends up getting sick by Zoe. Zoe's a little sick. You know, she's a little girl. She's sick, and that plays on in the story a little bit later. But anyway, we get back to Taylor and Elisabeth. They get to the facility, and then they find all these people who can't remember shit. They can't remember how they got there. They can't remember what day it is. They can't remember. They don't even know that they're in Terra. They think they're like in Denver where it's snow and blizzard and shit like that. So Taylor's like, yo, Elisabeth, we need to figure out what's going on. It might be a virus or something in this facility. So we ain't going nowhere until we figure this shit out, because we can't go nowhere because we don't want to spread this into Terra. So we stand right here. So you might as well just sit comfortable for a while. All right. Meanwhile, you got Maddie. She's going on her first date with that soldier dude. You know, that soldier dude who kind of looked like that Taylor Lautner kind of kid. And I think his name's Max or Mark or whatever. So she goes on a date with him, and that's like a little love story for the girls and stuff. You know, she has a little date finally. And but anyway, we got another love story with the oldest kid, Josh. Oldest kid, Josh, he ends up kissing, finally, he ends up kissing the hot chick, Sky, and she's hot, boy, but when he kisses her, he's like, yo, I'm sorry, you are hot, you know I like you, but you know what, girl? I got this other chick, like 85 million years in the future, who I promise, and I can't really go there right now with you. And, you know, Sky, she's kind of cool about it. She's kind of cool. She's like, I understand. And she tells him, like, yo, I might know this guy who could probably get your girl here. And Josh is like, okay, that's cool. So yeah, anyway, forget all that. We get back to the real story. The real story, okay, we got Jim. Jim ends up figuring out that his wife and Taylor, they ain't came back. They ain't called nobody. So he goes to Malcolm's office and tells Malcolm, like, yo, Malcolm, we need to go find my wife. And Malcolm sees, before they go, Malcolm sees that Jim's sick and shit. So Malcolm gives Jim like this little medicine and stuff like that, and that's gonna play on into the end of the story. All right, so Malcolm and Jim, they get to the facility, and right off the bat, they see Elisabeth, and you know, Jim's all happy. Okay, I see my baby, but this chick got a gun. This motherfucker got a gun. She shoots him with the sound wave gun, and basically she can't remember Jim because of the virus. She can't remember Jim because of the virus, but shit, she can remember that old boyfriend, Malcolm. She remember that motherfucker, but she can't remember Jim's ass for shit. And Jim ain't liking that crap. It's like, okay, you can't remember me and your kids, but you can remember this motherfucker. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. And I felt bad for my boy Jim, but they work it out and say, yo, right now we need to play along, or we need to just make her feel comfortable, because we need her to figure out how to stop this virus. We need her to help figure out. And where the hell is Taylor? We can't find Taylor. We can't find Commander Taylor. Where the hell is he? All right, so they end up figuring out that you only got like 36 hours before you got 36 hours with this virus, or you basically it might be permanent forever. So they scrambling now, because you know Elisabeth, she and Taylor, they've been there for they had the virus since a day ago. So they running out, time's running out. Jim's like looking for Taylor, he can't find her, but oh shit, Taylor ends up finding Jim's ass. You know that shit. Taylor ends up finding Jim's ass. Taylor comes down. He can't remember shit either. And if he can't remember shit, you know he finna go crazy, because you know he he that soldier. He a Call of Duty motherfucker. That nigga still from Pandora. He still got them Pandora days. Them Navi motherfucker. He like, yo, who the hell are you? Where the hell's my wife? Where the hell's my son? And then Jim's like, yo, I don't know what the hell you talking about. I don't know nothing about no avatars. I don't know nothing about your wife. I don't know nothing. I don't know shit. And Taylor's like, yo, if you lying to me, I'm going to come back and I'm going to slit your throat. I'm going to slit everybody else's throat. And it's just going to be a problem. And y'all don't want no problem with Taylor. All right? He already don't like blue, the color blue and shit. So right off the bat, I don't want no problem. I got on blue right now. Let me take this shit off. Hold on, let me take this off. I don't want no problem with him. All right, so after Jim wakes up and getting his ass whooped from Taylor, he runs back to Elisabeth to tell what's going on. That he found Taylor, but before he does that, he sees Malcolm, and Malcolm's hitting on this girl because Malcolm's got the virus now. So Malcolm only remembers when him and Elisabeth were dating. Jim's like, yo, Malcolm, what the hell's going on, man? Like this my wife. I will bebop your ass. I will drop kick you. And I like that. I love that part of the episode because as soon as he did that, Malcolm's like, yo, I remember where we're at. We're in Terra, and this is what we're supposed to be doing. So I thought that was a funny part of the story. But we getting back to the story. They're all trying to figure out, like, why is Jim the only one not getting sick? They end up figuring out it's because of whatever Malcolm gave him is whatever's in that medicine that Malcolm gave, it can resist the virus or something. So that's the answer to solve this problem that they're doing. So they figure that out, and that's all good and dandy. So we get back to Taylor. Taylor's still in his fucking Call of Duty mode. He's still in his Call of Duty mode, and he gets to the village. He gets back to the Terra Nova village, and he takes the village basically hostage because he's still looking for his wife. He still thinks he's still in like the war or whatever. And the captain's got to tell him, like, yo, he's like, yo, where's my wife? Where's my wife? And Captain tells him, like, yo, your wife's been dead for a long time. Your son's gone. And Taylor's he's not digging that. I felt bad for Taylor because you could tell, like, his past or his wife and his family, that was all he had before he came to Terra Nova. And he basically tries to off himself. He basically tries to kill himself because he don't want that kind of bad news. But they end up stopping him. And trying to keep this they end up stopping him. So when he wakes up, he ends up being cured. They end up finding the cure. They end up creating the cure. And that's basically the end of the episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode. I thought Taylor kicked ass in this episode. But for future episodes, I hope they really get into like the mystery or the real gritty stuff, like like the lost kind of stuff that keep you wondering, like, what's really going on this island. And I saw a preview of next week's episode, so I think that's going to kind of explore it a little bit more. So I can't wait for that episode. Well, overall, it was a pretty good episode. I liked it. But as always, guys, this is the Search Show 24/7. Be easy. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Search Show 24/7, and we're about to get into Terra Nova episode 3, entitled "What Remains." What the hell was that?